Let me come to you, Angad. You've had a lot of different experiences, and you were telling us when we were talking earlier on your security services, etc. A different dynamic altogether. Do you do you want to share your views on this?
Sure. Thanks, Shara. Thank you for having me on this panel today, and thank you to Realty Plus for for organizing this. Been obviously my experience is a bit different. At least I would presume that we've had a very unique environment to work with. We had 60,000 plus people on our payroll, which varied across blue collared, gray collared, hard services professional who work, managing data centers and so on. And we didn't have the benefit and luxury of having, an infrastructure available to us inherently. And the other challenge that we had was that our spread of services is across the country. So, just to give you a perspective, in Jammu and Kashmir, we have 5,000 people, which is quite rare to have in a unique environment like that. And metropolitan cities, urban centers were obviously very densely populated. So, from our perspective, I think we saw this as a tremendous opportunity for us to do what I would call a reboot. And the way I say that is because I always see facility management industry in this space as all about building routines. You build a routine of an organization running efficiently in a real estate infrastructure, be it people getting a clean workplace environment, people coming in and out, food, transportation services, and then there's obviously a lot of other ancillary services that go around. Now, when COVID hit, we had this rhythm and this routine go haywire. We had organizations that had developed, very advanced business continuity plans. We had developed, many for our customers, but I don't think any of us had planned this 9 months long business continuity plan, and I don't think any of us had envisioned not just a local but a more national and global unfold. So when we look at the situation, we said it's a reboot. We're going to restart, and the biggest challenge that we're going to get is getting this trust, confidence back for these users of these facilities, the end users, to come back. And I think that's the challenge. That we didn't have time to think about processing this information we had to do it all on the go. So as Pradeep ji just rightly mentioned, we had to figure out the who, what, and how. Who needs to be in the office, and how do we get them the safety that they need? What needs to run? What systems, networks, functions need to run, and how to keep the business going from work from home? And the how do you do it when you don't have when you had a very truncated transport network, and mobility really was just very, very limited. So I think what we realized was that we'll have to develop our facility managers, the custodians who run these blue collared, white collared, gray collared workforce. Get them to realize, how do we set up new protocols? And we don't have a lot of time to do it. How do we realign the physical space? With this new socially distant environment that we have to create. And more importantly, how do we get the level of protocol and technology up to date to get people back in the office? Because we wouldn't know it was going to happen in 3 months. Amit would say, we all planned for 3 months, 6 months, and then it kept going. It just never ended from that perspective. But I think what I've noticed now, two very important things, and I'll stop there. One, CXOs of organizations don't take FM for granted anymore. You're part of the decision-making process, which is a tremendous change. I hope Amit and Yogeshwar ji would agree with that. The second thing that I would mention is from the perspective of where are we today? We work across various sectors, including corporates and so on, and we're already seeing 60 to 80% of the workforce coming back to work. I think some sectors which are quite unique, naturally, logistics and e-commerce, are 90 to 120%, and that's probably how we're getting our deliveries at home and keeping our life going. So I think there's a big move back to the office that's already started in different industry in different phases.
Thanks, Angad. I think some great points in over there about rebooting and how to um, follow the steps to get people back.